Well, hey there team, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a little bit more Stationeers. As we persevere, we need to do something about this bloody grid. So we're essentially rigging this grid in and we're going to need to batch right, which will be interesting. Let's maybe deal with that first. Now, I can't remember the last time I did this. We're reading and that's fine, but we're going to need to write. So, let's see how this goes. There we go. We've got a batch writer, so that's nice. So we'll do that. So that's part of the same logic. I'll tell you what, they've definitely made the logic better. There used to be a lot more bits and pieces to logic, but now they've combined them in so many bits and, well, you know, so many small... There's like only 4 types of unit that you can print, and then they have all their own subcategories. And we want to take it from the math unit, right? Oh, I'm getting confused. Cycle 2, math. There we go. Output type to all solar panel, and then we want to send it vertical. Yeah, so we would have accidentally tilted that one while it was set. Oh, hang on. Turn that on. Oops. Oh, we did rearrange its facing, so that's fine, that's good. Now we're going to want to go... Where are you going, big fella? Uh-oh. No. That's fine. We just need to, Oh, hang on. Am I sending it to the wrong...
No.
I've probably misread it again. I find it saying where it's sending it and where... Yeah, I've got it going to horizontal. I need it going to vertical. There we go. Yeah, I get a little bit confused by when you look at it and it shows what it is and what it could be, what you could cycle it to, if that makes sense. This will be interesting. I'm going to be draining our network.
Caution.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Christ on a bike. Hold for smaller increments. We'll go to 0. And this might be a bit dangerous this night. Oh, hang on. No. No, it'll be -90. Yeah, because we're going to really come up against it for the power situation. But that's alright. Let's get this job done, shall we? Okay, that's fine. And you can see it reverse tracking slowly because it's tracking the sun on the other side of the planet. But at least, you know, like it or not, at least it's telling us what's going on. Oh dear. I think someone was asking me why I had an APC back to back with an APC. It's the only way to make a larger power grid at this point because I don't have the capacity to build a large battery, I suppose you could say. We need literally one more cable. Oh yeah, we could mess with this, couldn't we? It's connected in there. That. Hopefully that won't reset anything. You know what? I can't tell if the power is still on after doing that. Oh fuck. Yeah, I can see a tiny bit of green light. It's all good. Alright. There we go. That's what Daddy wants. We'll pop this on there. Boom. Oh, only had one anyway. Too easy. Okay. -90 for you. And now they should... You can see that one's tracking along slowly. Yep. And then this one he's doing the same thing. So there we go. We've got ourselves a little grid. And it's as simple as just adding them on now that we've got the batch writer telling it to write to all dishes. And we've got, yeah, the power and the cable lines separate as well, which just creates a much cleaner sort of situation. Good damn it. So we're going to drain our bloody entire grid. Nope. Oh, sorry, I thought I clicked it. People pointed out that the light that I'm running is the biggest drain on the network, on my battery, and that's true. But like, we're also YouTubing, so there's not much that we can do about it. Wow, look, we're down to nothing, and it's going to drain my battery. But I need it to recharge that battery. But at least we're going to have the 2 dishes. That should make a huge difference in the morning. In fact, that should be more than enough to to compensate, I suppose. So we're just going to leave them because I don't want to go in there when the power to the bloody air duct runs out, which is a shame. I'd like to deal with that now. So at the moment I got to twiddle my thumbs a little bit. There's not a lot I can really do because we're hurting for power so much. Well, I mean, building a coal generator as a redundancy system would probably be sensible right about now. We could just plug it in there, couldn't we? Like, I know it's a little bit late and it's not like I've got any coal, but it is one of those things that it's something worth having. Iron wall? No, but I'll put one of these. Yeah, look, we'll put one there anyway because we're going to need to do something and I can't really use my grid. In fact, my grid's flat, so there you go. So we've got this one battery, and I guess we probably fully charge that one to make it to morning. Cut it a little bit fine, but oh well, so it goes. Oh, it occurs to me that I probably don't have cable for this. That's okay. This is still something worth having hooked up.
Jetpack on.
Portable scrubber. Right, and we're going to play with the scrubber thing. Now, someone actually suggested, what if you take a scrubber and you put no filters in it? What does it do then? That's a good question. I don't know. It might just pass through the gas, but generally speaking, whatever filter you put in is what it captures. So I will try it without a scrubber, without filters, because if that works out and it's just a portable pump, that fixes all our problems. Portable air conditioner. No, I don't know about that, but that's what we want for right now. Yeah, right. Okay. We'll swap that battery. Are we at halfway yet? Uh-oh. I'm not panicking yet. Yeah, regarding the... Oh, God. Oh, no, what have I done? Portable generator. Portable generator? Hang on, what the fuck is this? I've never seen this before. Put a battery in, okay. A gas canister. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. Just squeeze a quick sip in. All right, so this is a, hang on, drag. That's a drag, okay. So this is a gas generator? What would I put in there as fuel? What does the game consider fuel for? This is new. I've never seen that before. That's so cool. What I was actually looking for was there is an actual coal generator that you're supposed to start with. Oh, there we go. It's a spare battery. In fact, you know what? Now's the time. Okay, so an extra battery in there. That's cool. God, this worries me. This is organics, right? So... Oh yeah, I'll eat half. I'll eat half the muesli bar for giggles. It's good that we've got so many left over. There he is, poor sad bloke. So it occurs to me that they're not tracking even through the planet right now because the power to the grid's run out. Which is kind of funny, actually. Alright, so that's the data side. That's the power side. Yeah, as long as we put them in front of the power controller, we should be okay. Yeah, so we'll wire that in at sunrise. I'm curious, because we can use this almost as a clock. Oh, there we go. It's nearly time. So they're kind of aligned already. You can look at the sun on the Earth as well, which is pretty cool. Pretty handy. We're at 37%. Yeah, okay. So, that's fascinating. I'm curious what people have to say about that. Because, I guess you could make your own fuel to put in there, right? It'd be some sort of... It'd just be a mix of bloody H2 and O2, right? I'd be curious, because it's not like it has an exhaust port or anything like that, you know? So, like... You know, what if the burn isn't clean? Or maybe it needs a pure fuel. I'm not sure. Straight into battery power. But that's very cool. That's actually going to be quite handy. Well, I mean... Yeah, handy-ish, I suppose. We might be able to make some use out of it. Okay, here we go. The bloody sun's coming. This is going to put us back on track. We're going to be pretty happy as Larry now. Tell you what, I'm getting sick of these small batteries. So I'm going to switch back to the large batteries and shore up that grid. Steel is on the list of things to do as well. I'll just wait for these blokes to figure out what they're doing. And auto miner as well. I'm really interested about the auto miner experiment. Okay, here we go. Now we're bloody moving.
Power critical.
Yeah. Pretty close. It's not like the old days, but pretty close nonetheless. Let's put this bloke in there. Oh, that's going to make the hugest difference anyway. So we're getting blue-red on that. I wonder if I pull that out. Oh, that's interesting. What that informs me is that it will actually... It doesn't charge the batteries in sequence or anything like that. It charges all the batteries in the dock together. Which is cool, but that draws even harder on the network. You can see now that this one's not flat. We're drawing at a positive. That's crazy. I like that, actually. I mean, you just got to work around it. It gives you a bit more utility with regards to sort of how you're going to run your batteries. All right, so we're essentially just waiting for this thing to... Oh, okay, and that's sitting on yellow as well. So it's still splitting the charge on that, perhaps? But we're mostly just waiting for that to charge up so I can switch it out. Actually, you know what? We'll switch it out now. Whoops.
Power low.
That's fine. That's fine. In fact, I guess the good operator would do that. Yeah, and we'll go back to the big batteries, but we're going to want to build our own big batteries soon, which is going to be a case of getting steel in the mix. All right, so auto miner. Oh, actually, here we go. We'll grab some coal. Just in case we do run into that trouble. You know, what's the point of having a redundant system if you Don't even have fuel for it. Alright. God damn, what have they done to the bloody... Like, it feels like they've changed it that you're only getting these tiny little surface samples. Which, I mean, is that in... It's got to be intentional. I guess that makes you need to use the ground penetrating radar more? Yeah, maybe. I thought I saw a flicker of pixel in for a moment, but oh well. Tiny bit of coal it is then. Okay, so have you charged me battery yet? Not quite. Geez, they do hold like it's not a doubling. It's like bloody 8 times the amount of charge or something ridiculous. That's why it's so important to have. We're gonna get the auto miner and the portable filter going. Portable air conditioner, portable scrubber, right? So let's get this thing out and about. We'll try and illustrate the plan a little bit better, right? So essentially, it's battery powered, it's portable, you can pick it up, right? Generally speaking, what you do is you stick... Oh no, don't knock it over, you big old fucking square head. You put 2 filters in the back, and they can be 2 different gases, and it will capture those gases, right? And then you can go and bolt it down onto a tank plate, like over that, to separate it in. But I believe you can also just pull this bad boy, and it will vent its contents into, like, a space, essentially. So what we could probably do... actually, we could absolutely do this. Let's say, hypothetically, that this, without filters, will just suck all the air in like a pump. Actually, and in the scenario where it doesn't, what I was saying is there's 4 types of capturable gases. We just build another one of these, and we put all 4 filters in the 2 of them, put 2 batteries in the front of this, and we chuck it on top of the auto miner, right? And then it fills up when the auto miner's finally done. I'll get back to that, and then we put it inside bloody this room, seal the door, pull the crank, and have it pump into our gas capture system. Bingo! We're almost set up already. Someone was having a bit of a hard time getting their head around how the sublimation of gases seem to work in this game, and that's fair enough because this game's a bit strange, but essentially, ice while it's in the ground, like looking like this, in this state, won't melt. It's invincible. It's impervious to everything. I know it's silly. The sun's shining directly on it. But as soon as you dig it out into a little sort of ore form, into a little bundle like this, even holding it in your hand, it will melt during the day on this planet, or planetoid, I suppose, because of the sun, because of the temperature. And you'll just start getting those little particles around you. What you can do, and this is how we capture volatiles usually, is you can put an active vent on the ground, turn the pump on, sit the volatiles on top of it, and as they melt, it will capture them. It seems pretty efficient, to be honest. It seems to outpump them, and I'm going to assume that this will do the same. So that's sort of the plan that we're working on. I haven't done this, but I've done a lot of the peripheral stuff. So essentially, it has a chute exit at the back of the miner, and it just pops the gases, the ice out, which will sublimate. So we're going to make a little gantry. We're going to put the pump on top of the gantry. We're going to put the battery in, fire and forget. Now, the real problem is how long's the battery going to last? In all cases. Ooh, actually, now that I think about it, that is a real problem. Oh, yeah, okay. It's a good thing I'm verbalizing this and working it all out. What's that red light? I'd probably like to activate it or something to show that it's on. Yeah, so okay, we're going to get bottlenecked on batteries again. The little batteries, this thing I'm almost certain will flatten a little battery in like a couple of minutes. Okay, well, look, let's replace ours because that should be charged. And we'll use what daylight we have left to charge the replacement. Whoops. Okay, cool. Well, there you go. Bloody Holy Stromboli will be pretty happy that I've now been forced into a situation where I have to build a furnace. Okay, that's fine. It'll be in... No, it'll probably just be in this, wouldn't it? Pit furnace. 30 iron, 10 copper. Get stuffed. Oh, I've got 11 copper. That's good. Iron, not so much. Does it tell you oh, well, there we go. We've got a tiny bit in there. It does tell you contents when they're turned off, so that's cool. Right, so we're gonna queue this thing up. Bugger, I really wanted to get the auto miner thing going, but it would be a waste of time at this point. Okay, we need iron. We need it quick. We should have iron like right nearby. Oh, there you go. Look, there's a whole shitload in the ground. Yeah, so this will be interesting, and I guess we could just use the ground penetrating radar to go, here's some shit underground, we'll dig a bloody hole, we'll set up our little gantry, any of the solid stuff that it digs out, maybe we'll even design a little catchment hole in the ground behind it or something, like some sort of, no, we don't need that, we don't need copper. Tell you what, we got a fair bit just then. But yeah, the thing, my main concern is that you just lose the gases to sublimation when the ice comes out straight away. It's a problem we noticed as soon as we built the machine. What am I doing? I've got this new fancy bloody system. How cool is that? And then it'll spit out me little. Oh my god, I'm pretty proud of this. I guess the disadvantage, someone did point out that once you put this in, it's going to cook the whole lot, you know, it's just on and that's it. That's not a bad idea. That's, you know, so what? You can split stacks before you put them in. It's not the end of the world, I don't think. There we go. It's only a tier 1 version of, you know, the experiment, I suppose. Wait. What are you making? Furnace? Yeah. It's just because it's saying auto lathe. I was like, am I making an auto lathe right now? No. It's just the name of the machine. You never know. I've done dumber things. So look at that. Our grid's got nothing in it because of this, so... Such a pain. Oh, fuck. In fact, our grid went flat. God damn it. Bugger. Look at that. We're still on like 90% for our life support. So our battery will last a while. If we have to, we can swap it out to a little battery. At least we've got those still charging there. Yeah, we just need to bite the bullet. Yeah, I was sort of just trying to buy a bit of time and space, see if we could get some stuff going, surviving on the small batteries. It is so much of an inbuggerance. I know that there was some of you cheerleaders in the chat were basically saying, hey, you know, do you, but you're an idiot. You need to... Well, it's not even idiocy, is it? It's trial and error. And I think the guys that realise the batteries are too flat, it's because they've done the jumping through the hoops that I'm doing now before. And let's be honest, quite often, especially if you're an inquisitive type like me, you have to do it and have it go wrong to really appreciate what does and doesn't work, you know? You can have everyone around you going, no man, it won't work. Don't do that. It's like, well, I'm going to do it. I need to know.
Hunger, caution.
Oh my god, hang on. I really want to deal with those potatoes, but the strain that we've been putting the grid under is not great. It's not the worst philosophy to... It's not that I'm questioning other people that know better. Like, I go, you're probably right, but it's almost sort of like, when you've studied for tests, have you ever found that writing stuff down, notes and all that, it's not necessarily even for reference. It's because of making that mechanical writing it down and having to go through that process embeds it in your memory better, at least for me, for some people. And yeah, I think it's the same sort of thing. You just have to do it. Yeah. So I did. I tried my best to survive on little batteries and it just wouldn't work. And so now I bloody know. All right. Where are we going to put this thing? Consider. I want to capture the exhaust. I want to potentially put gas in for fuel at some point, right? That probably makes sense like this. That's gonna clog up me bloody walkway. I mean, I guess I could do it here. Is it so hard to pull this thing down and move it? Actually, probably not. We don't need to build a room around it. I mean, unless I know particles seem to fly off of it when I use it, but I don't know if that strictly means that it's actually like dumping gas into the environment. I'm not sure. I'm sure someone will have some idea. But, you know, there'll be someone saying, yes, it does, and someone saying, no, it doesn't. And now I'm going to have to bloody put it in a room to find out for myself. But at least I know I can capture the exhaust out the back. All right, so we're going to have to construct that. I think leaving the hole underneath's good because then the cast can come down. We can reach the handle from there. That'll be fine for the moment. And then we'll be able to, you know, jury-rig it to run into here with the exhaust. We just got to be cognizant that it'll be super hot stuff, you know. Well, you know, we'll put a valve on it. That's what we've done in the past, actually. Or I haven't let the exhaust out just yet, and that probably gives it a chance for the entire internal combustion that's going on to cool and stop. But yeah, not that we've captured a lot of gases. I just worry about overheating everything because, yeah, we're definitely going to be injecting a shitload of heat into the system. Okay, cool. Finally, we're there. So the grid's going all right. We've got more than one dish. We can put more in really easily now. That's not a problem at all. Our grid is still suspect, but that's what we're doing. We're basically trying to get steel into the equation as soon as possible. How much pipe do we have? 10? Oh, that might be enough to sort of hook it up. Yeah. I'm still happy to have this gantry in between. Because yeah, I don't really want to put that hard up against me bloody gas tank. I don't know if that'd be wise. Okay, cool. And then onto auto miners and trying to make them work properly. But I got to be honest. Surely we should have been doing auto miners before steel. You know what I mean? Steel to me heralds the beginning of the mid game. That's how I see it, using this furnace and combining things together. And yet the auto miner is strictly supposed to be an early game bit of tech. But this is all according to the devs. So it makes absolutely no sense for me to be using the auto miner after we're using the furnace. To me, it should be the other way around. And I guess we could just use the auto miner in real poor efficiency. What I'm trying to do is capture gases. Arguably, this room I built here is not early game. You know, this automated chute delivery system. It wasn't very complicated, but that's probably more mid-game. Huh. Yeah, it's interesting. Anyway, I have my issues with the economy of resources and that sort of stuff. People know this. There's no need to harp on about it at this point. Alright team, thanks again for joining me. We might just leave it there for the time being and I'll catch you guys on the next one.